So basically guys, here are my ingredients. We have coconut milk powder. This will go to my rice. Of course we're going to use cooking oil. This right here is my chicken masala. This right here is curry powder, chili. I love my food a little bit pepperish. This is tomato paste. We have food color. It has refused to focus, but then this here is food color for my rice. The right here is salt. We have basmati rice. This is the best kind of rice around. And finally we have garam masala. So this is basically what we're going to use. So guys, again for biryani we're going to use yogurt, and I have this yogurt right here. We're not going to use all of it, but because this is what I use basically, we're going to get a small amount from here. So we'll mix this in the process and I'll show you how. So guys, right here my other ingredients. These ones are onions, then we have tomatoes, garlic, and a small piece of ginger. This one is going to the blender because I actually don't like filling the tomatoes as I eat them. And then lastly, because we're going to make chicken biryani, right here is my chicken that has been cut into pieces. I've also gone ahead to make my work easier and mixed all the spices here. So we'll proceed with all this. So guys, what we're going to do right here is I have a pan quite deep. Here are my onions basically and my oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to put oil in our pan here, then deep fry these onions till they turn golden brown. Let's give it a shot. So we have our cooking oil in the pan heating up. Next thing we're going to do, like I said, is add our onions and fry them till they turn golden brown. So our onions are still frying. So what you do so that they do not actually burn or actually cook on one side and not the other is keep on turning them. They're actually gonna take time, but we have all the time in the world, don't we? Anyway, you gotta be patient with them. You really have to be patient with them. Keep on turning them and everything so that they evenly cook. Here you actually can sing, you can dance, you can decide to do your favorite Toroganos or something, but then you just gotta give them a lot of time, a lot of time. Guys, your patience is actually going to be tested a lot. A lot when it comes to the onions, but then you gotta wait. You seriously got to wait and keep an eye on them so that they do not burn. Based on how hot your fire is, and of course the oil will get hot as you continue with the cooking process, but you have to keep an eye on them and keep on turning them, and especially since there's a certain stage you'll get, and if the fire continues burning and everything, it will just burn out. Like your to be golden onions will turn to something else. So basically keep an eye on them, and especially at this stage you have to keep on turning them over and over again. We're still doing well. We're almost there, as you can see. So guys, as you can see, our onion is ready. It is golden brown. I just put kitchen towel, absorbent towel here. So what we're going to do is put this onion on the towel so that it absorbs all the extra oil. Guys, again we're going to wait for the onions to brown as always. This is basically how you just go about it. Oil, onions, wait for it to brown up. So what I'll do is, after my onions brown, I will add my tomato, this paste. I will also add my spices and my tomato paste. Then once I add my pieces of chicken, I will add my yogurt then. So guys, right here I add my onions, my tomatoes and my spices. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes to cook, then I'm going to add my tomato paste. Now the reason as to why I blend my tomatoes is because I do not want the rough patches and the skin. I just like it not too smooth. As you can see, it's not that smooth, but it's not that rough either. So guys, I've already added my tomato paste. Here's the mixture, and since I've given it a few minutes to cook, what I'm going to add next is my chicken bits. So we're going to delve in with this. They're rather big chunks because I love them that way. Guys, don't forget salt. Reminds me that I almost forgot to put salt. So don't forget to put your salt basically, and check as always. But just like any other cooking method, you have to try. You have to mix and make sure that they are evenly mixed. Let me actually add my salt at this juncture. So I've actually added my salt, and I'm going to give them a stir and possibly cook it for a few minutes, stock of 5 minutes basically, or at most 7 minutes, then add my plain yogurt. So this is what it looks like. Guys, I've actually added my yogurt. Now remember that yogurt is what I'll call sour milk. It is not the same as fresh milk. It has that sourness, and so we have to give it time to cook. So we're going to cover our chicken and allow it to cook slowly and medium heat, as you can see, for about 45 minutes. Guys, this yogurt basically has to cook. It just has to cook so that the sourness goes away. So guys, after about 20 minutes, this is what our chicken looks like. It is about time we added the onions we had fried. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. So we're going to put them in the chicken, mix them, and give it about 10 minutes because it's been cooking for about 40 minutes. So we're going to add them to the chicken and give it about 10 minutes so that the taste, the taste, what is it called, the taste, yeah, so that, I mean, you know how onions are, so that they're not the aroma, well, the taste like blends together with that of the chicken. So guys, I just put my onions. So what we're going to do is give it a good stir, like mix everything up, the onions, the chicken, the curry, so that the taste is actually uniform and because of the anyway, let me not have too much expectation. Let us hope it turns out well. So just give it a good stir, basically a good stir. As you can see, like on touching my chicken, it's peeling off, so it's actually, see what I'm talking about. So my chicken is actually well cooked. Because our chicken is actually ready, so we're just going to plate it and taste and see how it turns out. This was an amateur cook, so let's see how it turns out. So guys, for the rice, you just basically get an amount based on how many people you want your meal to serve. This is about 1.5 cupfuls because it's just me, and of course I'm going to send Jenny for the meal. So we're going to wash our rice, then proceed with the cooking. Then I'll show you where we add our coconut milk. Our paste is actually ready, our coconut milk. So we just add it to our rice, and then I made sure this is 1 cup. So what you do again is you add an amount of water based on how much rice you have. I mean, that is quite easy, so I think. So here's our rice. So guys, my rice is cooking right here under medium heat, as you can see. So we'll give that time as it boils and everything. Guys, our rice is actually almost ready. What I just added here is a few raisins, after which we will use this same fork I'm using to spread them out to mix our rice with the food color. So basically this is what our rice looks like. So guys, here's my rice and my raisins. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this food color, put it in this small cup. Of course I'm going to put a small amount because it needs to be diluted, and then I'll put it here after dilution, and then we're going to mix using a fork. So this here. So I just added my food color, as you can see. So what we're going to do is just give it a stir, like just mix things up. So guys, our chicken is right here, it is ready, and our rice, I just mixed it up. Let me actually plate it.